So we're working on the C30 dually, Rodeo. We're getting ready to attack the rear end. We're going to get the bed lifted off, do a C-notch, and then start mopping up our 4-link kit. This is a 4-link kit that I got from Switch Suspension. It's actually a chopping block product. It's a heavy-duty big bar kit. It's not really designed for a C30, but it's a heavy-duty, so it's all for all big trucks. It's a universal kit. It just saves us time and money from running around trying to find all the bushings and make all the rod ends and everything. It's so much easier today just to buy a universal kit. Now, it's not powder coated or painted or anything like that, because we're going to cut and chop and modify it to fit what we need to do the best. So but that's what we got right here. It's a 4-link bar with a panhard bar. Whether we use a panhard bar or we switch to a watch link, but this is what we got right now for mock-up. We got some big heavy-duty bags. They're actually for our semi-truck. It's a little bit heavier, rated than a 3,800-pound bag. These two here, that front one is a 2,600-pound, so you can see the difference there. Quite a bit of difference. But we got some brackets all cut out, and we're ready to rock and roll. Soon we get the bed tore off and all the old suspension out of the way. A lot of frame cleaning and prepping going to go on today. Probably tomorrow we'll start tacking all these parts into place and get the suspension to move up and down. We like how all the pinion angles are and all of that. Then we'll come back and burn everything in, and this thing will be on the ground here pretty soon. On my hand, that's always fun. No wine. Oh, that's a shot. Oh, wrong channel. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, there's my money shot right there.
Highest rated video.
All the guys unsubscribe and all the girls just subscribe.
We get into our trucks. Dude, Nick, come under here and look at this fucking bit. Look how nice this thing is. It looks like it's brand fucking new.
That is nice. Holy shit.
Had a major oil leak, so I guess it oiled everything up back here, so now we got no rust. Hey, dude, I like oil leaks. I'll buy a truck. How long's your truck been leaking oil? All its life. I'll buy it. Yeah, it's easier to fix an oil leak than it is to replace a bunch of metal. This thing's got a nice ass bed on it.
Yeah, it's pretty clean. Yeah, it looks brand new actually.
Alright. That's the last two bed bolts. Gotta get the 2 gas doors all unbolted. Spray some penetrating oil on these rusted bolts here. It comes to getting that, lift that bed off.
So we're gonna chain the bed up and try and lift it up.
Yeah, I got the bed all bolted. We got a hoist bolted to the rafters above the bed. I'm not exactly center, it's just the way it landed, but I'm hoping to slowly, as slow as that thing goes, it goes so slow.
Yeah.
Hopefully I just lift this bed up. It's gonna want to pull crooked, but lift it up and not get the body on the bumper, and then not get the bed into the cab. Slowly lift it up and let it dangle. I'm gonna try and do it with 4 ratchet straps from the 4 corners, so then I can adjust the ratchet straps, tighten or loosen some to try and balance the bed out a little bit. It's hard to judge on a long bed with the tailgate. The bed's longer in the front, but you got the weight of the tailgate, so I'm hoping the tailgate will help balance out the longness of the front of the bed. just a gamble science project. But if all else fails, we'll try to lift it with a forklift or something. The bed's coming off today. The bed is in the way.
And the reason we're doing this, it's a Friday, nobody's here, it's just you and me.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
not lifting this bed by ourselves.
No help. The dog's taking a nap. Dog don't want to help. Lifting my side first, ain't it?
Yeah. Need this side.
Yep, that's the one. Go ahead and crank her down. Look back there and tell me when I look.
You look level?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. That's probably good right there.
Pretty good. All right. You just watch me. We're good back here so far.
Looks like this corner needs to go up too.
Huh?
This corner needs to go up a little bit too, but that's probably better that it hangs back a little bit so it's against.
Yeah.
It's not at the window.
Well, the bottom of it's going to
that's true.
Be kicking forward. It's the bottom of the bed.
Yeah, it's kicking forward.
So watch that shit.
Okay. So it almost needs to go the other way. The back needs to be up more.
Yeah. I can try and push it forward. Let me put it in neutral.
You want to go forward a little bit, put a little tension on it so
You try it.
it pulls back?
It moved a little, but the bed's still. There we go. It came back.
Okay.
Now I'm into.
Oh, you've got plenty of room in now.
Yeah, I'm into the bumper now. Just watch me on that bumper. It rolls pretty easy, obviously. Make sure I'm not dragging real hard on that.
Oop, there we go. Yeah, we're good.
Ought to put the truck on go jacks and bring it over here.
Move it out of the way.
It's just so hard to put everything back, you know, for regular shop, regular business. But let's give an idea of what I gotta do. I gotta get rid of all these spring perches and all that shit, all them big rivets. Big dirty day of getting that frame rail cleaned up. Actually probably get the axle, all that out from under it, set it all the way on the ground, and then put the axle, probably be laying back on top of the frame. So,
is it getting C-notched?
huh?
Is it getting C-notched?
Yeah, it's gonna be a big step notch, what they call a bridge going across, and they'll actually have the fifth wheel hitch and all that stuff in it. Not that I got a fifth wheel trailer, but it just makes that big step notch coming through the bed floor kind of look like it has a purpose. And it can pull a fifth wheel trailer if you needed it to. I'll put a trailer hitch on the back right underneath the bumper and tow my little bumper pole trailers, you know. But so yeah, it is going to be a full-blown workhorse. You know, we're building it to haul toys. We plan on pulling trucks or 2 trucks to Dino's get down and stuff like that. Full AccuAir suspension. So come along for the ride and see how we do it, see what it does, what it takes to make it all happen. Some guys say air ride and lowered trucks ruin them, you can't use them. We're gonna show them different. But we got a lot of work to do before we show anybody anything.
This is just the start.
Yeah, I mean, the back end's way cleaner than the front end. The front end was just so full of grease and grime from them greasing all the ball joints and everything. All that grease oozes out and it grabs all the sand and the dirt. This truck come from down around Mississippi. If you look at it, they got a real red sandy, that's like sand. That's why the truck ain't all rusted. It's just sand. It gets all up in there and looks like mud, but it doesn't hold moisture like mud does. Mud gets up in there and is wet and just stays there and holds moisture on the metal panel and causes all that shit to rust out. So this truck's not very rusty at all. As you can see, you can look all around, but it's because of the sand. But also that sand sticks everywhere and it's just like raining dust on you while you're trying to work.
Yeah, it's all over the frame.
All right, first things first, we're just gonna sawzall the tailpipes right off right there. The exhaust, I think I could probably still use, not that it looks that great, but if you look up in the front, it's not that bad. Just the muffler looks a little rusty. The tailpipes will definitely be in the way. We'll do some dumps for now. Like I said, we're on a mad thrash just to get it looking cool, and then we'll come back and start finessing and dialing things in. But right now, I was like, I'm borrowing shop time, so I got to make big grounds every weekend. Every weekend I'll be in here thrashing. Hopefully in like 3 weekends max, maybe under 3 weekends, it'll be on full air ride, AccuAir all on it, and then I'll go back and dial in like the exhausts, the brake lines, all that stuff. I got hydro boost on this thing and it's leaking everywhere. So that'll all get rebuilt when I redo all the brake lines and bleed the brakes. Probably gonna take both tanks off and get rid of them. Put a Blazer tank that's like a 90s Blazer, square body. We'll bolt right in that frame rail and have fuel injection pump already in the tank. So I'll probably go that route. Have one 25-gallon tank in the back instead of 2 15-gallons. I lose 5 gallons of gas, but I don't have dual tanks, right? It's hard to put gas in dual tanks anymore because the gas pumps are spread apart. You actually got to move the truck and restart the pump. Forget all that. I put one tank in the back, put a little weight over the rear end, makes it ride a little better anyway. So that's that. But right now, steps are getting the whole C-notch and the 4-link in the next couple days. Once it's working, we'll come back probably next weekend and burn it in real good. Burning it in means welding everything in. Everything will be set in stone. We like how everything is. We'll weld it all up, clean everything up, and start painting stuff. Just keep on moving. Got a lot of work ahead of us. So this stage of this day is cleaning up the rear end housing. This rear end housing come from the junkyard. It's a cabin chassis rear end, so it's actually 7 inches narrower than that rear end. That's the rear end that come out of the truck. It's too wide to tuck the semi wheels up in the fenders, so you either got to narrow that rear end or find a narrower rear end, which I did. This was just a housing. So we had the gear, or the rear end guy, he put all new gears and everything in it. But now I need to take the brakes and drums and all that stuff off of this rear end and put on this rear end. But before I'm doing that, I'm gonna clean off all the brackets that were on there. Used to have all the leaf spring brackets and everything, but we no longer need any of that. So we're cutting those off. I'm gonna clean all this up, shock mounts and all that. So it's a nice clean axle. So when I put it under the truck, I have a clean canvas to start doing what I want, which is 4-link brackets and new shock mounts and bag mounts and whatever else is going to happen. But with all this stuff in the way, kind of gets hard to figure all that out. We'll clear it all off now, put the brakes on it to where it will hold wheels, and we'll get it set over there underneath the truck and then figure out how tall of a notch we need. That's on the next segment.
Bend a little too tight. Try and widen it.
Yeah, it sank in when it welded, I guess.
Look at them guns.
I just bent it at the hole.
Guns. Close up to those guns. There we go.
You gotta get close. There ain't no guns left. Old man guns.
Old man guns.
It's a little better, still tighter than I'd like. Welded on the truck, I can pry it around. So quiet in here. Can't see, can't breathe, can't hear. So quiet in here.
No radio for you.
Old bitty hotel must be near. Because it's so quiet in here.
Oh, I love this song.
Bitty hotel takes all the fun out of the party. No music.
Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, this is Scott's personal project, so he's coming in on the weekends to work on it. I'm coming in here and there to help out and to film. I live nearby, so it's not too big of a deal, but you know, I get busy, so I can only come up here and there. Again, support the channel by liking this video, comment, ask a question, share it with your friends, turn on notifications, subscribe, and as always, the best way to support the channel is to buy some merch, so go to store.classiccarstudio.com. Lots of cool t-shirts, got some Tiffany shirts up there too, so check it out. Lots of hoodies and all that good stuff. A little bit of news for the channel. We're going to be attending the Triple Crown of Rotting show again in Nashville, Tennessee. We went last year and it was an absolute blast. This year we are taking the 68 Charger and the F100. We might even take Tiffany to have in our display booth. Again, we went last year and it was just a huge turnout. Some of the coolest cars that we've ever seen and competing. All the big top builders were there. I mean, Chip Foose was there and Kindig and Roadster Shop, Troy Tapania. I mean, everybody was there. It was just an incredible turnout. Such a cool show. This is going to be the second year of it. I imagine it's going to be even bigger than last year and even cooler. So if you're in the area, we recommend you going. This is going to be a good chance to check out the Charger and the F100 in person. So if you can, check it out. If you see us there, stop by and say hi. And that's all I've got for you this week. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.